What is up, guys? Oh my god, Max Pacioretty finally has been traded to the Vegas Golden Knights. Can you believe the Vegas Golden Knights making some moves, making some things happen, improving their top six right away, adding a 35 goal scorer to their roster? I'll just put the trade on the screen right now and let me show you and breaking down what do I think of this trade. And by the way, guys, make sure you comment at any time during this video your thoughts on this trade. Do you see a clear winner? What's your thoughts if you're absent, if you're Golden Knight fans or just a hockey fan in general? Let me know down below. My thoughts on the trade, first off, was about time. It was about time for Pacioretty to get that fresh start. I don't think captain role in Montreal was what was best for him, to be honest. We saw a bit of an awkward picture at his golf tournament a week ago. So I'm not surprised. Of course, his name was in the rows for the past months since the trade deadline probably. And of course, a great cap hit and a great addition, of course, for the Vegas Golden Knights. The return, Tomas Tatar, you never know, could bounce back in Montreal. The fit in Vegas was not working for him. Suzuki was a decent prospect, and of course, a second round pick. Those could turn out to be a guy later on. So honestly, a fair deal if you ask me. This is a hockey deal right there. A team trying to make the playoff in a deep run, adding Max Pacioretty, which is proven goal scorer, just had a bad year. Like everything was going on anyway. Everything was bad in Montreal last year. And on the other side, you have a team in the Montreal Canadiens that needs to rebuild. And you don't want to lose Max Pacioretty for nothing, because let's be honest, things in Montreal, either with or without Pacioretty, are not going to look good this year, unless Price plays out of his mind like he did a few years ago. But I don't think that's the case, because Weber's going to be missing. Anyway, I don't want to get into that topic right now. The thing is, if Pacioretty would have not been traded before the deadline, I think his decision would have not been to resign in Montreal, and he made it clear that he was not going to talk extension during the season. So basically that kind of forces out Montreal to either trade it now or wish that his value would be higher at the trade deadline to get some sort of return, but that becomes more of a rental at that time. So that's why intriguing aspect, and honestly, kudos to Mark Bergevin to actually get a decent return for a very tricky situation in Max Pacioretty. And I really like Suzuki. I think he can be a decent player for us in the future. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly how it turned out. But to be honest, guys, this is a hockey deal. I think it's a great fit for both teams. And I can't wait to see what Max Pacioretty will do. Is he going to slide on that top line? Or is he going to play in a second line role? Is he going to play with a guy like Paul Stastny, maybe on the second line, first power play role maybe? It's going to be very interesting to see. Honestly, I think Vegas will start the year with Smith, Carson, and Marchessault again, because that line was so good. But second line becomes, in my mind, Paul Stastny, Alex Tuch, and Max Pacioretty, which is a very, very, very good second line. So that top six in Vegas looks very, very good. Just have to re-sign the other and hopefully get Schmidt back after his 20-game suspension, and you have a very, very good Vegas Golden Knight roster. I was about to post my standing, but I think that bumps him up a few points for sure, because it definitely improved that team right away. Think about Vegas, right? Vegas paid a first round pick, a second round pick, and a third for Tomas Tatar at the deadline, remember? So they paid those 3 picks, plus Suzuki, plus another seconds. That's a first, 2 seconds, a third, and a decent prospect for Max Pacioretty. So when you look at the Vegas side of things, they paid a lot. Of course, you can't really combine trade value like that, but if you just look, because it was a very recent trade, that's what they paid to get Max Pacioretty, because that was their value of the target line. Did they overpay for him? Of course, but at the end of the day, when you take what's been added and takes what's been subtracted to the team, that's the total. So honestly, good trade on both side of teams. I'm sorry for this weird setup, because it's close to 2 a.m. right now, and I have a classes at 8, and everybody in my building is sleeping right now, so I had to sneak in one of the study room to post this video for you guys, because no time to sleep when there's a big trade like that at 2 in the morning. So my phone buzzing, and I wanted to talk, and I definitely want to get the conversation going in the comments. So just let me know your thoughts about this trade, guys. It's always great to have a conversation down there. And you guys have an amazing day. We'll talk more about the trade tomorrow. I'll try to get a few hours of sleep before my classes tomorrow. And you guys have an amazing day. And again, let me know what your thoughts are on this trade, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.